Yo, what's up, guys? Your boy KFB23 on the YT. I'm back in another video, and today we're watching, is Damian Lillard on why he will leave the NBA changing for the worse. This is actually this is from a very credible source from JJ's Reddit podcast. If you, I think you know who that is. I ain't gonna lie. He's a former NBA player, brings up new NBA players on his podcast. Like, it's a great podcast. Please like and subscribe. I already did that. Just proof. Let's get into the video.
What is sort of your perspective on where we're at right now and sort of what the differences are from when you first came in?
I mean, I would say the biggest difference is, how do I put it?
Say it.
I'm gonna say it. No, that ain't the problem. I would say, what's the word I'm looking for? When I came in the league, I'll put it like this: when I came in the league, like Jason Kidd was starting for the Knicks, and Grant Hill and Kurt Thomas and Kenyon Martin. You know, it was like real older dudes in the league. I played with Jared Jeffries. He was 40 or 41 or something. Earl Watson was 40 when I played with him. I played with like real vets, and it was a lot of stuff that I learned of, like, about being a point guard, or, you know, how to lead, from Mo Williams and Earl Watson and Jared Jeffries. And they didn't even play, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was just the way that they showed me how stuff had to be done. I had no choice but to respect the game. You know, I didn't have, the word I was looking for is entitlement. Like, when I came in the league, you had to earn not just what you get from the team or like the respect. You had to earn your space on the team. You know, it was no, oh, you the sixth pick of the draft, it's your team. Like, what is this your team stuff? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I think now the biggest difference is you don't have that veteran presence. So you got,
I'm not gonna lie, this is just perfectly explain why the Memphis Grizzlies are the Memphis Grizzlies. I ain't gonna lie. Ja, I think he's probably alluding to that maybe a little bit because they've been on it. Like, the Grizzlies, John Morant is now away from the team for I don't know how long, bro. Is counseling now because of what he did. Um, and I do agree with Damian Lillard. There has to be veterans. Like, people will make fun of Udonis Haslam just for sitting on the bench and just taking a roster spot, but there's a reason why the Heat have been successful and haven't been a terrible franchise after LeBron or after D Wade. They have those veterans to take up. Like, the 15 man on the spot on a rotation is not getting play time regardless. So I would rather have a veteran than some young kid. And this is what the Memphis Grizzlies like type need, like a UD. This is why UD is still gonna get paid if he wants to play next year. That's why I agree with Damian Lillard.
players who are more talented than ever coming into the league. They're getting picked, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They're making more money than those picks ever made. So not only that, now you're giving them the keys to the franchise. There's nobody there to really let them know, like, you super talented, but like, you got to earn stuff around here. You know what I mean? You got to earn your way. So they come in and everything is just given to them from the beginning. So that affects how they are, the way they play. Like, they play for themselves. They play for stats. They, think that they're LeBron James when they make an all-star game, or, you know what I'm saying? They get a max contract. It's just different. I don't know how to completely put it together, but the NBA I play in now is not the NBA that I came into. And I expect it to evolve. Everything is constantly changing. But, like, I feel like I play for the love of the game. Like, I want the competition. I want to know what it feels like to win. I want to see my teammates do well. I want to see my teammates get paid. Like, I enjoy the bonding part of it. Like, we spend more time with each other than anybody. But
Yeah,
now it's like,
Damian Lillard's a good person, like a good human being in general. It just proves that. I don't know why I post a video, but he's just an overall great guy.
like that don't count. Regular season don't count. Get a ring. You know what I'm saying? Like, this guy's the MVP. This guy did this. He the first. It's like, bro, what is this stuff? Like, what is this? You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want, this ain't even, I don't want to make it about my situation, but I was talking after a game like a week ago, and I was just like, they was asking me about Dame, but like, to win a ring, and I'm like, bro, I don't need to prove to y'all that I want to win a ring. Why the hell do I play? Like, I don't need to prove that to y'all, but we cannot keep acting like, while I understand we play to win championships, we all want to win a championship, we can't keep acting like nothing matters, like the rest of the stuff, the journey doesn't matter. We can't keep doing that. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like there's so many ways that the league is different. There's so many ways, and I think about it all the time.
I think the casual NBA Twitter people mostly care about rings, but I know the casual fan knows that Dame Lillard is a good NBA player. People know that Dame Lillard is a top 75 player. He's earned his spot. He's a first ballot Hall of Famer. It's just the fact that the ring would help a lot. So that's why people keep bringing it up. When you're ringless, they're gonna keep bringing it up. Like, why do you think Charles Barkley every time Shaq and Charles Barkley go at it? Shaq every time 4 rings. Like it's a culture that's been around. Well, ring culture has been around since I guess basketball probably. So if you don't have a championship, your career is gonna look like somewhat of a failure. But just even though you can have one championship and just be coming off the bench like Gary Payton still has a ring. Nobody will say, "Hey, where's your ring at?" Like the ring helps in all time legacy talks.
Where I'm like, man, I just don't. I don't know if I can just play a long, long time, because I don't enjoy what the NBA as a whole is becoming.
All right. I think you make some great points, and there's a couple things that I sort of want to unpack there.
Yeah.
So you're talking about two things here.
Yeah.
It's the culture within the NBA, and then there's the culture around the NBA and the discourse around the NBA. I actually want to go back in a second to the culture within the NBA, and your guy Nate, who we talked about recently on the podcast. I think his commentary on this on Twitter has been spot on. But since you brought it up, you've been asked a million times about not leaving, but I wanted to make an observation. And this is what I think gets lost a little bit in this discourse around ring culture and around players' careers and the decisions they make within their careers. To me, it's what you want, what I want out of my career versus what other people want for you.
Right.
And regardless of what you decide to do, by the way, you're going to be criticized for it. I can give you multiple examples off the top of my head.
For sure.
Dame Lillard just can't go to because even if Dame loses the Portland Trailblazers, like people want him to leave, but if he joins like LeBron, he's going to get criticized like KD. Like it's a lose-lose situation. Like he has to go to like the Brooklyn Nets to win a championship. That's the only way he won't look funny in the light like Kevin Durant did. I don't know. But Kevin Durant's situation was a lot worse because he had a championship team. Dame Lillard never had a championship team, so it might be a little better in history.
Someone couldn't win a ring, and they go team up with another superstar, and when they win it, it gets discredited. So the discourse,
or they go and don't win it, and now they look crazy.
that also,
and now they talk worse.
You've had some quotes about that as well. And I always look. I think every time you've ever been asked about this, your thoughts around it are very insightful. They're very thoughtful, and I've always respected them. And the part about the journey is so huge. The thing for me has always been, and Jason and I talked about this yesterday, the thing for me has always been how poised and how calm and how seemingly unbothered you are by all the noise. How do you maintain a level of sanity within this discourse?
Because I have a real life. Like, I think that's the best way to put it. Like, I don't live my life as Damian Lillard. Like, I go home, I play with my kids. Like, I play with my kids. I go to my mom's house. I hang out with my cousins. You know what I mean? Like, I have a life. I talk to my grandmother on the phone, and You know, my uncle calls me and we talk on the phone all night about just regular stuff. You know what I'm saying? So like, I have a life that's stable and is not based upon who I am as an NBA player. Like I have real friends, you know, like my best friend comes to Portland and he works a job where like he can work from home and he'll come stay with me for, you know, he's single and he'll come stay for a few weeks. He'll book a one way and we have a real friendship. So like I don't sit here and just think about I need to leave all the time. And I'm not sitting there watching TV and hearing everything they got to say, like, oh, I probably should do this or I probably should do that. I'm like, when my career is over, y'all are not about to be talking about me. Y'all gonna be talking about Luka Doncic, Ja Morant, and Jason Tatum, or whoever when I'm done playing. You know,
That goes into like legacy talks. Like, is Damian Lillard legacy wise to last 50 years into past the NBA? Probably. Like he helped the logo shot, but after 100 years, I don't think Damian Lillard would get remembered. I understand where he's coming from with that. Like, it doesn't really matter because people after he's gone, there's gonna be new people that will take his shot. It's gonna revolutionize the game even further. So he might not be remembered in history. So it really doesn't matter what he does with his career. He just knows that he's still proud of himself. Like, he's still a multi-millionaire, and he still came from the actual hood, not from like John Morant type situation. Came from the hood.
but they'll talk about me when they say who had the most 40-point games or 50-point games or Portland, whatever. But like, why am I gonna be sitting here overly concerned with everything that every person has to say about me when they don't know my life. Like they don't think about me when they get off of that camera, you know? Like, and when I'm done playing, they won't think about me. Like they don't think about you.
No.
You know what I'm
No,
saying?
well, they think about me in other ways, but yeah.
I'm just saying, they don't think about you. They don't think about Michael Jordan.
So
why they gonna be thinking about me? So why would I be
No,
concerned with it?
They still think about Michael Jordan. That man is top. That man LeBron and Michael Jordan discussions happen all the time, bro. I can't agree with that take. Damian Lillard, Michael Jordan is still loved. Is still remembered. He's probably standing the test of time. Dead ass.
we hope you had fun with us today.
Oh, that's the end of the video. W Damian Lillard, JJ Redick. I'm here B23 on the YT, and I agree with this take. I understand where he's coming from his point of view. But I'm out. Peace.